Have you ever wanted to visit Sleepy Poet in Charlotte, North Carolina? Well, here's their new location, and I'm going to take you on a tour so you can see for yourself all the cool stuff they have. Their old location just down the road, about 2.5 miles, was it's also an old mill or manufacturing building. Not really sure what I'm trying to say. So this is very similar in feel. The old one was brick on the outside. As a gardener myself, I think this is a pretty cool setup out here. Looks like plenty of parking. We have a gravel driveway. And there's the main road. And then if you go down this sidewalk, go left, they've got, seems like another store where they have records, and it's called the Sleepy Poet Vault. So maybe we'll go take a look around there, but let's go in. All right, when you walk in, here we have a checkout station, and very roomy in here. It doesn't feel stuffy at all. This is cool. I just noticed this. Have like a loyal customer program. Where shall we begin? All right, I'm gonna go down this way. Carts over here. Looks like we've got our farmhouse style. This looks like maybe a 10 by 15 booth. Cool things. They have really clear aisles, which is nice. So we're in Charlotte, which is more of an urban area than where I am right now. So I'm surprised to find chippy stuff. This sort of farmhouse look is still here in Charlotte. More of the vintage stuff here. I like how well lit it is. Like, people have lamps, but it just seems brighter than the mall that I'm in. We have the same kind of lighting, but I'm not sure what makes it so bright feeling in comparison, but it's like you don't need as many lamps here. Kind of a mid-century booth. This is a cool theme, all white. I'm seeing a lot more themes here at Sleepy Poet than we have in our mall. Because at our mall, it's kind of like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I see like a mixture of things that people are selling, but here it seems like so far each booth is really niched down, which I like. I think that's cool. Here's some blue and white. I actually own this plate. Does not have a price on it. Darn it. Let's go see what they're selling it for. Let's look at this one. Oh, huh. Maybe these... I'm confused. Maybe they're for display only. Here's what their tags look like. To see if everybody uses the same tags. Alright, I reached the end of that row. Like I said before, all of the aisles are really clearly marked, which I feel could be kind of confusing at some malls. You're not really sure where people are. And here, I don't think you'd have a problem finding what you're looking for at all. I really like that. We got a jewelry case. This is the first jewelry I've seen so far. Restrooms, definitely want to hit that up. Someone selling books. This is nice. It's kind of like a put together your own frame thing. You got the frames, the mats, and they're reasonable prices. 11 by 14 mat, $4.50. I have to shop here myself. And got mats that you wouldn't find like at Michael's. They're really pretty. Definitely have to come back to this booth. I like how this is set up. Picture hangers. Ooh, I know these are popular. These intaglios. You get some already framed stuff. It's a really smart idea. I like it. That's the name of the booth. Look at this booth. Everything is just so pretty. You feel like you're in an actual dining room. I love the way it's set up. And all these little vignettes go around the corner. It's hard to see with the wide angle, but you've got the two mirrors with the plants. Then another little vignette that feels like it's an alcove in your house. Just very well done. And got the china cabinet with the case and a fireplace here. It's just all so beautiful. Yeah, you feel like you're walking from room to room. And then it goes around here. Wow, it just feels like it keeps on going. Very good lighting. Very unique. And then if you look up, you've got some chandeliers. Is this a dog bowl? Oh my goodness. I did not know you could get a blue and white pet bowl. Yeah, I was just talking with the owner. I will have to tell you guys some tips and things that we talked about maybe in another video. This guy, Booth XYZ, I met him when he came to buy something for me off of Facebook Marketplace. And he has a lot of mid-century stuff. Funny that he has a green booth, just like me. And he has a camera, which you can't have at my mall because there's no Wi-Fi. I did find a way that you can have a camera on my T-Mobile phone plan, but that's the only way I know of. So he sells some mid-century furniture. See that he's stacked things to get the most out of his space. And then, oh, here's the other side of the booth. Okay, it's divided in two. And then over here, they have a coffee place, which I think is great. Just another way to get people to come in. It's called the Poet's Brew. I don't know if the old location had a coffee place.
Yeah, I do like that.
Vintage clothing. Oh, that's cool. She's got everything labeled. Denim shorts, the kitschy kitchen, summer dresses. It looks like a store. Well, that was cool. I got to talk to Christy, who owns this booth, Kitschy Cool Vintage. She's done a great job, a really great job of merchandising her stuff. And this is, I think, her full-time job, and it shows that she really puts a lot of effort into the things that she's doing here. So definitely, if you're into this stuff, come visit her. Oh gosh, I didn't realize her booth just keeps going. Wow. Yes, this is all done very well. She's even got vintage buttons if you need to replace something. That's nice. Oh, you could buy the whole jar. Okay. She thinks of everything. She's got bags. Wow. Very inspirational. And here's the men's section. Yeah, you can tell she takes this seriously. It seems like each booth has its own theme, which is great. Got boots. Here's the Barbie booth. Definitely speaks to a specific person. So I'm at the trolls. I circle back around. I'm at the back. If you come in and you turn right, that's where I am now. And then I'm gonna go down to the other side. This is a flyer inside every bathroom stall. How smart is that? So when you come out of the restrooms, there's a book room and records. I love how everything is very clearly labeled. Even in the bathroom, it's like, it's hard to explain, but as a person who labels things, I love it. It's like a little library in here. And then the records room. How cool is this? And in here you have actual record players. Everything looks really clean. Very nicely done. Okay, let's go back out into the mall.
Oh, vinyl and more.
Lots of great signage. Everything's very clear. Restrooms, 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 records. Like I said, I got to talk to a couple of booth owners. One guy was telling me how they have a professional couple outside of the mall, or yeah, outside the mall, who does their social media, and they come in every week and take pictures, really nice pictures, and manage all of that for them, which is definitely a plus. To stop myself from buying some of these things. It seems like there's something for all ages. You've got mid-century modern, more traditional. The way everything's done reminds me a lot of Black Lion, which was an antique mall that was open for decades in Charlotte. And they just recently closed. I want to say they retired. All right, we're back up here near the entrance. Paint. I feel like it would be hard to get lost in here. You can really tell where you're going. Mantiques. That's a good name. I don't have time to go down every aisle, but I know a lot of people have heard of Sleepy Poet and wanted to come here, so I thought it would be nice to do a tour. That way you feel like you came. That's an interesting theme. Very specific. For the cowboy in your life. I'm seeing a lot of blue and white, so I don't think I would be selling that here. That's good to know. Just for my personal notes. Even though I love it personally, I just think there's enough of it. I don't really need to bring that here. This is smart. Can't find what you're looking for. That is good marketing. Advertising, marketing. I don't always get that confused. That's a very interesting display. Looks like they put a lot of work into that. I've never seen a table used that way before. Oh, it's a pet bed. Okay, I get it now. This one's well done.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Like all the vignettes. This person's done a good job layering. Very nice. They've packed a lot of stuff in here. Looks great. This is pretty, very feminine, very bright. I think the lamps help, even though there's plenty of lighting in here. There aren't really many dark corners in here, or any at all that I've seen. But so lamps just really add to it. And then here we've kind of come to the end. Oh, this is John's booth. I met John the other day. Wow, this is one of the biggest ones I've seen. John's been doing this a long time. And he's been at many different malls. He said this is the best one for him as far as profitability. Another good signage. Go follow him on Instagram. He says he looks for weird things. I would say this is a lot of vintage, but let me not knock anything over in John's booth. Ooh. Yeah, I'd say it's mostly vintage stuff. Very unique. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. Only $175. I thought for sure that was going to be more. The prices are very reasonable here, I feel like, especially for this area of town. He's really done a great job, and that sign is just killer. Very nice. I'll have to tell him. This is great. I love the map. Let's see. Oh, tells you where you are, just like a theme park. So if you're looking for something specific, you can find that vendor if you know their number or the aisle number they're on. That's great. Very good thing to do. If I had them all, I would totally do that because I'm all about labeling things, as I've said. So we're here at the back of the mall, but yeah, everything is well lit. It's not like, I mean, I don't think there's a bad booth in here as far as location, and like even in the very back corner here, I don't think that's fine. This is a good sign. Tells you where to find him. All right, well, that's a long tour. I think that concludes my tour of Sleepy Poet in Charlotte, North Carolina. And if you were also an antique booth owner, I hope you learned a few things to implement into your booth. And if you just are a shopper and you wanted to see what Sleepy Poet's all about, I hope that you enjoyed this and it encourages you to come visit if you can. So I'll see you later. Make sure to subscribe and watch my other videos. Thanks.